Most people dream about retiring by the water, but when the time comes, it's hard to find the right town that delivers everything. What if I told you that Travel and Leisure magazine named this town, Wolfeboro, in the top 2 small towns in America? The lake that we're about to tour is really one of the best places to retire. Some of the most stunning views, peaceful, relaxing, and the quality of life is unmatched. So today I'll take you on a full tour. I'll show you the lake life, the homes, and what it really costs to live here, and the community that makes this the #1 place to retire in New Hampshire. Before we head down into town, if we haven't met, my name's Adam Dow. I've been helping people and families find their retirement home in the seacoast, lakes, and mountains of New Hampshire for over 20 years. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see videos like this, also videos on the market and helpful tips when you're trying to find that right location or town in New Hampshire. All right, we're at the top of the hill, entering into Wolfeboro. The first thing that you see as you're coming into town is Kingswood Regional High School. I went there, graduated in '92. Never thought I'd be returning to Wolfeboro to live and raise a family, but that's a different video. We're now gonna see Kingswood Golf Course. I was actually on the golf team in high school. Donald Ross course, public, private, really good conditions for a private course. A lot of people will come for the week and play around there and have very nice things to say after they're around. Greens are in good condition. Fairways are always nice and green. Next, we're going to see Morrissey's front porch. Years ago, it was Bailey's. It's always been a staple to either get a lobster or an ice cream. Morrissey's has added his pub. So now if you want a pint, feel free to stop in there. Very popular on St. Patrick's Day. You got your public library on the left, police station and fire station next. But on your right, you have Huggins Hospital. If you look at the towns in New Hampshire, you're certainly going to see lots of good economies and lots of stability when you have a hospital in the town, for the very simple reason you never want to need it, but if you do, you want it very close by. We do have a helicopter pad on top of it in case you need more emergency service to head down to Boston or another great hospital. All right, we're passing the street that I grew up on, Green Street, but now we're entering Brewster Academy. On both sides of the road, you'll see white houses that are part of the campus, 80 acres, a mile of shoreline on Lake Winnipesaukee. Actually, Brewster lets Wolfeboro use its beach as the town beach. I used to lifeguard there in high school. There were 21 NBA players, there have been 21 NBA players that have come through the high school, 7 national championships, a bunch of rings, and just a beautiful campus. My wife and I had our reception on the soccer field after our wedding. Next, you'll see on your right, the Pickering House, a very nice place if you're just coming for a weekend. Then you have the Carpenter Elementary School and the Wolfeboro Town Hall, originally designed by an architect out of Boston back in 1860, redone in 2016. It's won awards for the capturing of the historic property, but also making it handicap accessible and all things modern. Post office coming up, and now we see the downtown area of Wolfeboro. Walking downtown, lots of shops, lots of ice cream. You've got Black's Gift Shop, which has been a staple in the downtown forever. You've got Wolfeboro Casuals, if you want a nice Wolfeboro t-shirt. You got the Camp Winnipesaukee. If you've ever seen the late night show with Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake, they sell those t-shirts here. Yeah, Jimmy watches the 4th of July parade just up the street from here. Dive Winnipesaukee, we do have some scuba on the lake. A great place to eat is Garwood's. Lots of coffee shop. You got the North Main Cafe and Cali Gallery. My sister made jewelry there for a long time. A lot of local artists here. We're gonna take a left right onto Sewell Road here. Houses on this road range from 3 or 4 million on up over 10 million. It's one of the best streets on the entire lake. There's homes that have been here since the turn of the century and still have the same architecture. So you're starting to see some of the nice older homes that have been on the lake for years and years. On the right, we're coming up to Sewell Woods. It's 179 acres of conservation for both summertime and wintertime use. Whether you're a Nordic skier or a mountain biker, it's a trail system that connects to some of the other trail systems in New Hampshire, but a pretty unique spot to be right next to the lake. And about halfway down Sewell Road, we come up to Goodhue Boat Company's Marina. You've got new boat sales, you got service. This was recently rebuilt by Lepar Builders and is a beautiful place right on the lake that has a lot of utility. If you want to use the valet club, which means you can pay for your boat to be stored while you're not using it, so it doesn't get beat up by the water or weather, it just gets stored on a trailer. And then if you're coming up for the weekend, you call Goodhue and say, hey, I'm going to be here this weekend. Can you put my boat in the water? Certainly a great way to enjoy the lake without having to pay a $10 million to be right on the water. I've been fortunate enough to sell a couple properties on this lake, very special properties, great craftsmanship. On this property, this is on both sides of the road. You got the big, large barn on one side and the beautiful waterfront on the other side. So Wolfeboro has 3 public beaches: Brewster Beach, Cary Beach, Albee Beach. They're all lifeguarded, all run by the Wolfeboro Town Recreation Department. And 2 are on Lake Winnipesaukee and 1 is on Lake Wentworth. Lake Wentworth is a 3,000-acre lake, one of the big small lakes, I call them. Beautiful oval shape, crystal clear water, some of the best swimming around, and it's not very crowded. It's a local knowledge boating lake, so people that don't know the lake pretty much stay off of it. And so the locals who are lucky enough to have a property on that lake get to enjoy it. So now we're going to go by one of the town beaches I mentioned, Cary Beach. In the summertime, it's full of kids and families enjoying the water, all protected by a lifeguard, swim lines, but you can see it's beautiful sand, very gradual depth walking out, so you never really get over your head. Very family safe beach. So Wolfeboro has about 6,500 year-round residents. I've heard numbers of up to 30,000 in the summertime. It's definitely a summertime resort, but that does not mean that you don't have activities in the winter. There's lots of clubs and different associations that people join in on. The Newcomers Club has people that stay in it for decades. Just a great group of people that enjoy getting together, doing different activities. You have the Maker's Mill space. It's a newer addition to Wolfeboro, but it's a place, if you haven't heard of a maker space, where they bring in different sewing machines, metal shop machines, carpentry tools, things like that you can join. They do have a process, an interview process, and training for those who don't know some of the machines. But if you want to learn, or maybe you have sold a house with a lot of that stuff in it, it's a great place to join the community, as well as use your hands and be crafty inside of Wolfeboro. That's right next to the Wolf Trap restaurant, which is a seafood place. Fish tacos are my favorite, but they have a summertime venue right on the water, outdoor seating, large bar area, but get there early. It certainly fills up in the summertime. Speaking of Lake Wentworth, one of the most unique aspects of Wolfeboro is its walking path. It's a old railroad system that used to service trains down to Boston. Now it is a bike path / walking path, and in the wintertime, snowmobile trail that goes 12 miles out to as far as Sanbornville, that you can walk and have nice trails to get exercise or just to see the scenic view. What's very unique about it is the trail, the old railroad basin cut through the lake itself. So when you're walking on certain parts of it, you have water on both sides of you, and you feel like you're just walking on water as you're getting your exercise or doing your morning routine. Another fantastic aspect of Wolfeboro, and one that I enjoyed firsthand as a kid, is Abenaki Ski Area. Powder Magazine named it one of the most important ski areas in the United States, meaning it's the community, it's kids learning to ski, it's kids learning to love to ski. Abenaki has a rope tow. It has, I think, 6 trails at this point, and I think you can do about 100 runs in a day because the rope tow is so fast. But it's all your buddies skiing, going up and down, everybody at a different skill level, but just having fun as a community. My mom used to just drop me off, and I'd just ski for the evening and after school, and she'd come back and pick me up. Very community oriented, lots of parents there. My son worked there for a winter, but just a unique spot to have that. If you're driving through Wolfeboro, you never even know it's there, but lots of childhood memories, great memories as a kid. So we're heading into the town docks. Nice little parking lot right on top of Lake Winnipesaukee. You've got The Dockside Grill Dairy Bar, fantastic spot in the summer. You can do the takeout window for ice cream or sandwiches or dine inside, but certainly if you've never been to Wolfeboro, a place to hit. Then you have these other, the Loon and the Downtown Grill and Marker 21, all having seating overlooking the water, each with its own different type of food or atmosphere, but certainly you should hit all three of those during your visit to Wolfeboro. So as we come down into town, you've got the Hunter's Shop and Save on your right. Unfortunately, it burned down, but now we've got a great new building right in the center of town. But to your left, you've got Cape Park, protected land, great view of the water. You also have concerts in the summertime, so people will come with their lawn chair and enjoy the show right on top of the water as the sun sets. After a lifetime of living in Wolfeboro and 22 plus years selling real estate in Wolfeboro, I found the people that are happiest are the ones that really concentrate on the lifestyle aspects and the community, and then find the house that they want. Do they want to be in the hills? Do they want to be on the water? It doesn't necessarily have to be the most expensive house. You just have to find the right house that fits for you. But once you're here, once you're a part of the community, you feel like you've never lived anywhere else. It's such a special spot. I look forward to helping you find your special spot. If you're thinking about retiring and want to learn more about Wolfeboro or other towns, my team and I know them inside and out, and the best spots in Wolfeboro and other towns never stay on the market long. Shoot me an email, adam@thedowgroup.com, or reach out using the contact information below. Now, if you want to see how Wolfeboro compares to other top retirement towns in New Hampshire, check out the video where I break out the 7 towns where I would retire in New Hampshire. All of them are for different budget and lifestyles, so you can find the one that fits you the best. Now, if you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. We're putting out content every single week about New Hampshire and everything that you need to know about living in the Lakes region.